Thinking about it, actually, yeah, there's quite a good group of people here. But William Shatner, Star Trek, Neo, The Matrix, Doctor Who and the TARDIS, and me, make quite a good film. Actually, there's quite a lot of parallels between me and the TARDIS, It's kind of going on a voyage through space, whereas, I don't go through space, I kind of take people and myself on a voyage through the shifting plateaus of space, time and mind. So it'd be quite a good little film. And now, voyeuristic voyages into my visions. It's time for you, my people, to be treated to one of my visual poems. Seeing as this is the first episode in my series, I thought it'd be fitting for you to show you a film that was considered my first true masterpiece, PSYCHE Probe. Looking back on it, there's a few moments of not sloppiness, but my production levels now are a lot higher, but you probably won't even notice, to be honest, but that's the way I've got to be, I want to be a filmmaker, I've got to be critical of my own work. So, some people have commented on the fact that there are some possible similarities between The Matrix and PSYCHE Probe. Complete coincidence. I mean, The Matrix is one of my favourite films, I do really, really like it. And, people comment on the fact that, PSYCHE Probe, The Matrix, they both deal with heavy philosophical issues, like the scene where Morpheus is telling Neo what's real and what's false, similar kind of feeling there. But the only sort of explanation for this I could think is that maybe when I was premising the concept for PSYCHE Probe, I had seen The Matrix 2 or 3 weeks before, and it had impregnated itself into my psyche, my subconscious. And when it came to creating my own philosophical matter, perhaps, the stylistic traits were of me and, the Wachowski brothers were blurred into one in this kind of, ultimate fusion. And the result of it was PSYCHE Probe. So, prepare yourself for a mind melter, and here's my vision, PSYCHE Probe.
are you?
That's a very good question. Although perhaps you should be asking yourself the same question.
But I know who I am.
Correction. You think you know who you are. There are a lot of things that you think you know.
What do you mean?
You think you know that this is a tree.
But it is a tree.
See what I mean? It is your senses which tell you that this is a tree. It is your senses that tell you everything you think you know. How do you know that your senses aren't lying to you? Or that there are things that your senses can't detect? How do you know that your reality isn't just an illusion.
What do you mean?
Your eyes see this tree. The information from your eyes travels to your brain, and your brain tells you that this is a tree. In this instance, you are completely dependent on your sense of sight. How do you know you can trust your sense of sight? How do you know that everyone else's sense of sight correlates to yours? What if someone else's sense of sight told them that this is a piece of shit or a dead old lady?
But everyone calls it a tree.
Yes. But for all you know, it could be that everyone uses the same word for things that are completely different. Someone else's reality could be completely alternate to yours. But they use the same words as you, so you think they are seeing the same things.
So, reality is an illusion.
Plausibly. I can't tell you for sure. You have to find out for yourself. I can only advise you and point you in the right direction. I can psychoactivate new pathways in your mind. It is you who has to walk down them.
Wow. Tell me more.
Okay. But I can't tell you too much before your mind is ready. Have you ever seen a film called The Matrix? Well, that's only half the story.
What do you mean?